Okay, for this video, I'm going to go over the Cartomerge protocol. This is a CT scan prior to atrial fibrillation ablation. It's mainly for pulmonary vein anatomy, and for us, we measure the ostia as well, so that on follow-up imaging, if they do occur, some of them have repeat ablations, we can check for stenosis since we have a baseline. The window that I have is what it looks like after I selected a gated study and then pick the EP or electrophysiology workflow. If I hit LA, it should try to get the volume rendering, the 3D, but in this case, it's getting a lot of other structures like the bone, for example. So let's see if we can get rid of the bone from the volume. That's pretty good. So it's up to you how clean you want things to be, but to me it's reasonable as far as visualizing the pulmonary vein anatomy, and it looks pretty conventional, 2 on each side. I'll just do some captures. So C for capture. So label this as pulmonary veins, PVs, and just go take some images of each side of differing obliquities. Kind of move over to the opposite side. There you go. And then everything again that you capture will be in the output panel. You send that to the server, hit OK, delete everything. And then we'll check posterior view because that's what we're looking at, posterior structures. So I also have a measurement protocol built in for these Cartomerge studies. Under cardiac, I believe, called Cartomerge. And now it's time to measure the veins. So we'll go to the right superior pulmonary vein and make sure again we're orthogonal to the long axis of the vessel. And then here's the actual cross-section produced by the blue lines. In this case, I'll move over to the left atrium and get a good distance to just enough to separate the upper and lower veins. And then I think selected the assisted distance pair tool here. So left click to activate that, and then left click and drag to measure the vessel. Pretty good outline, pretty accurate. And in this case, I usually select right click and capture all in one to show them where I am on all planes. So capture all in one. And then in this case, there's no right middle pulmonary vein that's separately entering the left atrium. We'll just right click and mark as non-evaluable. And we just do the same for the rest of the vessels, get double oblique or orthogonal measurements of them. And when I have all the measurements, again, under or right next to generate report, this down arrowhead, copy measurements to clipboard, and then paste that to the dictation window and add the incidentals. So pretty straightforward as far as the Cartomerge. I just select 3D images of the anatomy of the pulmonary veins, and then the double oblique measurements of each ostium, and then of course, incidental findings. So that's the Cartomerge or atrial fibrillation ablation CT protocol.